They will tell you to be humble, to stay in your lane, to never dream too big, and to always keep your head down. And if you obey, you will live a life that is small, safe, and completely forgettable. But this video is not for the obedient. This is for the ones who are ready to walk into any room like they own it, speak like every word matters, and move as if the world itself bends to their will. This is not about arrogance. This is about power. Niccolò Machiavelli, the man whose name has become synonymous with cunning, strategy, and power, understood something most people never will. The world doesn't reward the timid, it rewards the bold, the calculated, and the unshakably confident. To be dangerously confident is not to be reckless. It is to be in such control of yourself, your image, and your actions that you can tilt any situation in your favor. And that, Machiavelli knew, is the highest form of power. Confidence is not a gift, it's a weapon you forge. You don't wait for it to appear one morning like magic. You build it, you sharpen it, you train with it until it becomes part of your body, until no one can take it away from you. And the first step is understanding that people will judge you not by your intentions, but by your results. You may have the purest heart in the world, but if you appear weak, indecisive, or unsure, the world will treat you as prey. Machiavelli once wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." This isn't about cruelty, it's about presence. Fear, in the Machiavellian sense, means respect. It means people think twice before crossing you. If you can combine that with genuine charm, you become untouchable. But here's the truth that will make most people uncomfortable. To be respected, you must be willing to break some rules. You must be willing to stand alone, to make decisions that others don't understand yet, and to project certainty, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. Because here's the paradox. Confidence is often the cause of success, not the result of it. You don't wait to win before you stand tall. You stand tall so you can win. Think of a leader walking into a crisis. The room is tense, everyone is on edge. No one knows what to do. The leader with dangerous confidence doesn't just speak, they command the room. Their words are deliberate, their posture is unshaken. They don't fill the silence with nervous chatter. They let the weight of their presence do the work. That's Machiavellian power. That's what makes kings, CEOs, generals, and revolutionaries. The first enemy of confidence is hesitation. Machiavelli understood that hesitation signals weakness. When you hesitate, you give space for others to doubt you, challenge you, or take the lead from you. This doesn't mean you should rush blindly into action. It means you must master the art of decisive movement. When you speak, speak as if your words are law. When you move, move with purpose. When you decide, decide like hesitation is not an option. The second enemy of confidence is seeking validation. The truly dangerous are those who validate themselves. If you build your identity on the approval of others, you are handing them the strings to control you. Machiavelli wrote for princes, for rulers, for those in positions where the stakes were life and death. But his lessons apply to you, because your life is at stake too. Maybe not in the medieval sense, but in every opportunity you lose, every promotion you don't get, every relationship you fail to start because you're waiting for permission. The world is full of people who are silently waiting for someone to tell them they're allowed to step forward. Stop waiting, declare it yourself. If you want respect, you don't ask for it. You take it by the way you carry yourself. Your posture, your tone, your choice of words, your ability to listen, and then speak with precision. All of it communicates your value before you even mention your accomplishments. Next, you must master your voice. Your tone is a weapon. Speak from your chest, not your throat. Pause before answering questions, not to buy time, but to signal that you're considering your response carefully. And when you do speak, remove the verbal clutter. Words like I think, maybe, and sort of weaken you. Replace them with certainty. This is what I recommend. This will work. Here's what happens next. Machiavelli knew that confidence is not just about the self. It's about how others perceive yourself. He would tell you to be both the lion and the fox. The lion is bold, fierce, impossible to ignore. The fox is cunning, adaptable, always thinking 3 moves ahead. Dangerous confidence is the combination of both. The lion without the fox is brute force without strategy. The fox without the lion is cleverness without impact. Together, they are unstoppable. Every interaction you have, in business, in relationships, in negotiations, is a stage. You are performing whether you admit it or not. The question is, are you performing intentionally, or are you letting your habits perform for you? If you walk into a room distracted, slouched and unsure, that's the performance you're giving. People will write your role in their minds before you even speak. But if you walk in as if the room is already yours, if your eyes scan the space with calm confidence, if you make controlled, deliberate movements, you're performing as the main character, and the world treats the main character differently. Machiavelli believed that fortune favors those who prepare for it. Confidence is preparation in disguise. When you know your subject, when you've studied the players in the room, when you've already rehearsed your words and visualized the outcome, you move with a different energy. You're not winging it, you're executing a plan. And here's the secret: even when you are winging it, act as though you're executing a plan. Most people won't know the difference, and those who do will respect your ability to adapt without breaking your composure. But let's address the danger in dangerous confidence. When you carry yourself this way, you will provoke reactions. Some will admire you, some will envy you, some will fear you, and some will try to undermine you. Machiavelli's advice: expect it, anticipate it, and be ready to counter it before it even happens. Your power will make others uncomfortable. That's a sign you're doing it right. The insecure will try to pull you down to their level. They'll mock you, question you, or spread doubt about your abilities. Never meet their energy. When you react emotionally, you give them the victory. Instead, remain calm, calculated, and unbothered. Your composure will be the most infuriating response you can give. Dangerous confidence also means knowing when to be silent. Machiavelli knew that silence is a weapon most people never use. The one who speaks less controls the conversation, because others fill the silence with their own words, often revealing more than they intended. When you are confident enough to let others speak, you gather information, and information is power. Finally, remember this: confidence is contagious. When you embody it, others feel it. They begin to believe in you, sometimes more than they believe in themselves. And when people believe in you, doors open, opportunities appear, allies gather. But this only happens when you commit fully. Half confidence is no confidence. You are not here to live a quiet life. You are here to dominate your space, to command your future, to walk through life with the unshakable certainty that you are capable, deserving, and ready. Machiavelli's world was filled with kings, conquerors, and rivals. Yours is filled with competitors, critics, and gatekeepers. The tools are the same. Control your image, control your actions, control the way people see you, and never, never let them see you doubt yourself. You've learned the essence, the spine of dangerous confidence, but knowing is not enough. Confidence without execution is an unused weapon left to rust. Machiavelli would never accept that. He would demand that you apply what you've learned, that you sharpen it through practice, and that you wield it without hesitation. The first battlefield for your confidence is your internal dialogue. No matter what image you project, if your inner voice is timid, your actions will betray you. You can stand tall, wear the best suit, walk with the sharpest posture, but if the voice in your head whispers, "I'm not good enough," you will be exposed. Machiavelli knew that perception starts within. A ruler who doubts himself invites rebellion. A commander who second-guesses his plan invites defeat. You must train that voice. Replace every timid phrase with commands. Not "I hope this works, but this will work." Not "I'll try, but I will." Your brain listens to your words. It takes them as instructions. Feed it instructions that make you unstoppable. The second battlefield is control over your environment. Dangerous confidence thrives when you shape your surrounding to amplify your presence. When you walk into a space, position yourself where you can see everyone but few can approach without your invitation. Control the lighting, the seating, the timing, even in small ways. These details send a signal: I am in command here. Machiavelli would tell his prince to understand the court, who holds influence, who spreads rumors, who can be trusted, and who must be watched. You must do the same in your own world. Never walk into a meeting without knowing who's in the room. Never step onto a stage without knowing the crowd. Never enter a negotiation without knowing the other side's weaknesses. The third battlefield is your reputation. Dangerous confidence is amplified by the echo of your name before you even arrive. When people hear your name, what do they think? Competence, authority, fear, admiration. Machiavelli would say to cultivate a reputation that serves your purpose, not necessarily one that makes you universally liked. Being liked is a pleasant bonus. Being respected is non-negotiable. You build this by delivering results consistently and refusing to be seen in moments of weakness. This doesn't mean you never fail. It means you control the narrative around your failures. When you fall, you frame it as part of a larger strategy. You make it look like a calculated risk, not an accident. People will remember your composure more than the outcome. The fourth battlefield is strategic mystery. Dangerous confidence does not reveal everything at once. The person who explains every thought, every plan, every feeling, loses the element of unpredictability. Machiavelli understood that the unknown inspires both curiosity and caution. If people can't fully predict you, they can't fully control you. Reveal enough to inspire trust, but keep enough hidden to inspire respect. When you act, let your moves seem inevitable, but never obvious beforehand. Let people say, "I didn't see that coming, but of course it makes sense now." The fifth battlefield is controlled aggression. Confidence is not passive. It pushes forward. It challenges. It takes calculated risks. But the key word is controlled. Reckless aggression burns bridges and alienates allies. Controlled aggression forces the world to make room for you. It's the difference between barging into a room uninvited and walking in, as though your presence was expected all along. You assert yourself in conversations, not by shouting over others, but by speaking with such certainty that they naturally yield the floor. You take opportunities without apologizing for wanting them. You refuse to shrink so others can feel bigger. The sixth battlefield is adaptability. The world is unpredictable. Plans crumble, alliances shift, and enemies emerge without warning. Dangerous confidence doesn't rely on one fixed script. It thrives on flexibility. If the room turns hostile, you adjust your tone. If the deal changes, you pivot without hesitation. If the opportunity closes, you find the side door. Machiavelli's fox survives because it can slip through any gap. His lion survives because it can break down any barrier. Together, they cannot be cornered. But adaptability also means knowing when to retreat. Not every battle must be fought. Sometimes, the most confident move is to walk away. Regroup and return on your terms. The weak see retreat as defeat. The strong see it as repositioning for victory. The seventh battlefield is mastery of time. Most people rush, trying to prove themselves immediately. But dangerous confidence understands the value of patience. A Machiavellian strategist will wait for the perfect moment. Not too early, not too late. Strike when the impact will be greatest. In conversation, that means letting silence work for you. In business, that means waiting for competitors to overextend before making your move. In relationships, that means pacing your actions so that curiosity builds instead of fades. Finally, the last battlefield is the self-image you refuse to compromise. Once you decide who you are, you defend it against erosion. Every small compromise in your self-respect is a crack in the armor. The world will test you through disrespect, through rejection, through temptation to settle for less. Dangerous confidence is the refusal to let these moments define you. Machiavelli would say, govern yourself as you would a state, maintain order, enforce your laws, reward what strengthens you, remove what weakens you. The kingdom within you determines the power you project into the world. And here's the truth no one wants to admit. The moment you fully embrace dangerous confidence, your life changes in ways you can't reverse. Some people will drift away. They preferred the old you, the one who stayed quiet, the one who asked for permission. Some opportunities will close because you no longer fit the role of someone else's pawn. But far more will open because people follow those who know where they're going. Doors open for those who knock with certainty. Hands reach out to those who extend theirs without hesitation. Respect is given to those who seem incapable of existing without it. This is the paradox Machiavelli understood. To gain power, you must act as though you already have it. To inspire confidence in others, you must first command it in yourself. To become dangerously confident, you must be willing to live with the consequences, good and bad, of standing tall in a world that prefers you kneel. So walk into the next room. You enter with the presence of someone who cannot be ignored. Speak as though your words carry the weight of law. Move as though every step is deliberate. Smile when it suits you. Stay silent when it serves you. And strike when the moment is right. This is not arrogance. This is survival. This is strategy. This is the kind of power that reshapes your life, bends the world around you, and makes your very presence a force to be reckoned with. Dangerous confidence is not a mood. It's not something you turn on when you feel like it. It's a way of living every moment, every interaction, every decision. From the way you wake up in the morning to the way you shake hands, to the way you face challenges, it is the constant declaration. I am here, I am ready, and I will not be moved. The world is watching, not to see if you fail or succeed, but to decide how they will treat you. Show them a version of yourself that demands respect, radiates certainty, and refuses to bow. You have everything you need to be dangerously confident. The tools are here, the mindset is here, the choice is yours. Now take it.